Hello. So the other day, my friend spent a solid 20 minutes trying to log her dinner into a calorie tracking app. She found her dosa. But here's the problem. Now the app had three sizes like small, regular, and large. But now her dosa was definitely bigger than the regular, but not quite large. So, like any sensible person, she just chose regular. Because if it's not logged in properly, it didn't happen, right? And honestly, I half expected her to whip out a ruler and start measuring the inches of her dosa. That's when it hit me. Wellness isn't about turning into a calorie tracking robot. Interestingly, this wasn't just something that I learned through my friend. It was a lesson that I had learned the hard way, starting at the age of 8. Picture this: a big family event, people catching up, food everywhere, kids running around. All is well until one well meaning, yet utterly oblivious relative walks up to me and casually says, "Oh, you're getting fat, Nivi." I was offended, like deeply. In that moment, I realized I'll make a life altering decision. So, with all the determination of an 8-year-old, I grabbed a skipping rope. 500 skips later, drenched in sweat, I ran straight to the weighing scale, convinced that I had magically shrunk. But guess what? The scale hadn't budged. So I was just a sad, sweaty kid chasing a number that refused to cooperate because I had no idea that it took 7,700 calories to lose just 1 kilogram of weight. Fast forward to my teenage years. Things only got worse. I wanted quick results. And I was convinced that to fit into that dress, I had to starve myself. So I embraced classic teenage logic. For breakfast, I had a fruit that I hate plus some yogurt. Lunch, 3 carrot sticks, soup, and some sadness. And dinner, a tub of ice cream. Because, hey, it fit into my caloric meter, right? And of course, I got nowhere. Shocking, right? But now my mom was officially concerned. She dragged me to a dietitian who handed over me a meal plan with actual food in it. And my reaction? What is the sorcery? How am I supposed to lose weight eating all of this? So naturally, I did what any stubborn teenager would. I ignored her advice, continued counting calories, and kept starving myself. In my never ending quest for weight loss, I was desperate for answers. So, like any curious and slightly obsessed person would, I studied nutrition. Today, as a 32-year-old, mother of two, with solid degrees in nutrition and years of experience, if I could go back and give myself 3 pieces of advice, they would be this. And to explain those 3 pieces of advice to you, I'd like to use our all-time favorite chicken biryani as an example. So imagine this. Have you ever binged on biryani on a lazy Sunday? Most of us here, right? And what usually leads up to it? Saturday late night party leads to poor sleep. And of course, there's Sunday sluggishness due to inactivity and watching TV. And of course, most of us are also guilty of skipping breakfast to make sure to save room for the biryani that's coming later. Classic mistakes. But then what happens when you sit down and eat your biryani finally? You eat too quickly, you forget to chew properly, and then you end up too full, but still somehow want more. This brings me to my point number 1, the power of mindful eating. So, to enjoy your biryani mindfully without the guilt, here's how you do it. First things first, do not skip breakfast. This prevents you from being overly hungry later and also prevents you from binge eating that biryani. And add a side of veggies for fiber, fullness, and balance. And last, most importantly, eat slowly, chew thoroughly, and eat until you're 80% full. Just you and your biryani. No distractions. Weight loss isn't about giving up your favorite foods. It's about making small mindful changes without overcomplicating it. Going to my second point, that portion sizing is the key to balance. Let's compare a serving of biryani versus a serving of biryani with a side of veggies, or even better, vegetable raita. So, when you eat just biryani, you end up overeating, and this could overwhelm your digestive system, leaving you bloated and uncomfortable in no time, along with energy crashes. Whereas eating a biryani with a side of veggies balances your plate, keeps a check on your caloric intake, and also provides you with lasting satisfaction. And of course, you don't feel deprived of your favorite food. If I could go back and teach myself that portion sizing isn't about eating less, it's about eating right and eating enough. Now, coming to my last point and the most interesting one, the truth about caloric burn. Imagine the same biryani situation. So, what happens after the binge episode? Of course, the post biryani guilt kicks in. So, you head to the gym as compensation. And then nothing happens because sweat cannot erase bad food choices. Your workout accounts for only about 5 to 10% of your daily caloric burn. Want to know the real breakdown? You burn 5 to 10% from your exercise, 10 to 15% from thermic effect of food. That is, you burn calories just by digesting the food that you eat. And even better, high protein meals help you burn more calories. And the next two are what I call the big ones. That is NEAT, that is the non-exercise activity thermogenesis, burns about 5 to 20% of your daily caloric intake. That is, you burn by just doing your daily steps, fidgeting, cleaning, and even window shopping. And lastly is your BMR, which accounts for about 50 to 60%. That is your organs striving hard just to keep you alive. And remember, muscle is an important organ too. So start small and be sensible. If you're struggling with weight loss, maybe start focusing on NEAT. That is, by staying active throughout the day. There is no need to overcompensate or over-exercise on any given day. And most importantly, start strength training. Build muscle. This helps you burn calories even at rest. So here are my key takeaways. Be mindful and be present with every meal. And practice portion sizing. Because remember, portion sizing isn't about eating less. It's about eating right and eating enough. And stop sprinting on the treadmill for an hour. Instead, find fun ways to stay active throughout the day. And most importantly, build muscle. Weight loss isn't about chasing perfection or even like following any crash diet. It's about making simple changes to your daily habits. Remember, the goal is wellness, and it's completely normal to make mistakes along the lines. The idea is to lead a fulfilling life, not a perfect one. Thank you.